All right, as promised, we're going back with the next second part. We got 8 points to go. We did four, so we got the next four to go. So we did perfect timing with 4 points. So we got the next four to go, which it would include WrestleMania. But we're gonna go to the Gunther, Jimmy, and Jay um, stuff that been happening last few weeks, which I didn't see we're gonna see that much blood, and it was
Wow.
insanity, and it was real. There was we're
Yeah,
not
oh,
talking
yeah.
like this. This was not like a little thing, and just Kanta kept going at it like no tomorrow, and then spreading blood all over his chest and stuff like that. Man, that was insanity from Gunta. Like he just become unhinged now. Now, uh, is this unhinged because he's afraid? Because we haven't seen him
No,
lose it.
no, no.
We haven't seen
It's
him lose it this
unhinged.
bad.
No, but why? Why? Because Jimmy Uso gave him a paintbrush the week before.
Yeah, it's
The
true.
ultimate insides, they used to call it.
Yeah,
Slap
it's
in the
true.
face.
It is true.
He poked the bear.
He
And look
poked
what
the bear.
happened.
True. Um, and now we're gonna have well, we haven't seen Raw, but you're gonna see what's happening in Raw between him and Jay and Gunta. Um, but this was the I think this like you said it before. This is the catalyst. This is the little bit of extra, kerosene. The little bit of more, They need to like stir the coal around to get the fire back in to cook the match again. And did it perfectly with that match. I think that was just what they needed just to make it red hot again and make it like a match to watch in WrestleMania.
Yeah, without a doubt. The for some reason you weren't seeing it in the arenas, but you were seeing it on the internet wrestling community, which again, like
Yeah,
whatever that means.
keyboard warriors.
But yeah, exactly. But the match was lacking some type of intensity, so I think they might have started the story a bit too early.
Mm.
But mate, this has well and truly brought it back to the forefront of the matches that I'm looking forward to at WrestleMania. Gunter was just off the hook.
That's great.
I haven't seen a crimson mask like that in a very long time. I was not expecting to see blood on Raw at all. Like you just don't see it, and it was unbelievable. And when he cable tied Jay to the ropes and made him watch everything, man, that was just brutal,
Oh, that was
brutal.
brutality, man.
Jimmy sold it fantastically.
Yeah.
Jay was irate. Gunter was an absolute beast. Like when he, covered himself in blood and then even put blood in his mouth, which is a bit disgusting. But anyway, he spat it out.
Yeah.
It was just brutal, pure brutality. The ring general just, marking his territory in blood, basically. And again, that match. Now, here's the thing: neither Royal Rumble winner is going to be in the main event of WrestleMania, and it used to be that way.
Yes.
So, but there is definitely some strong interest in that match now, given what happened on Raw last week.
Yeah. But look. I just the reason why they're not because it's gotta say the two main events they're just too big.
Oh,
They're just
massive,
absolutely
massive.
massive. You can't fight of
Yeah,
these two main events not to be the main events. Like
no,
it's just
no.
impossible. You can't. It's just the too good. Like out of all the matches, we got cracker matches on WrestleMania, and it's still better than that. Like it's just absolutely insane. We'll talk about it soon. But
Yeah,
yeah, look, Gunta is Jimmy did pretty well. Jane is 100% locked in. They took they touched his brother. Now I think that was what he needed. We said like, I'm afraid, I'm afraid. And now his brother like, you fucking not gonna be afraid. And
yeah.
now it's like, you did the absolute most stupid shit you could ever done, and I'm not
Mm.
afraid anymore. Like you now. Jimmy poked the bear. Now Gunta poked the fucking bear now, and a Samoan bear, man, fire. You don't want to poke that one. They come around with the whole family and fuck you up. So
Mm.
which I think is the rock. But anyways, that's another storyline. Uh,
Yeah, but mate, I don't disagree with you, but yeah, that's something else. Yep,
that's something else. I think the Deuces,
yep,
the
yep,
Deuces.
yep.
I think he has something to do with it. So definitely, I think Jay has something to do with the Rock, which will be another one. But talk about it another time. But no, this match is gonna be great. I think we did give it that little bit of push they needed, and now it's a crack of a match, which is gonna be probably this is gonna be one of the matches gonna start the night for sure. I think they have to start with this match either night one or night two. They have to.
You think so?
Oh, they have to. Look, out of all the matches that we got there, this match is too big not to have it as the main event as at the starter. of any of them. Like I think the other one would be when we talk about the matches, I'll tell you which one I think it'll be the
Yeah,
second one.
yeah,
But this
yeah.
would definitely be one of the ones starting the night, either
All right.
night one or night two.
No, I
Which
don't disagree.
I'll probably just because who is involved, it'll be night one. Because Roman Reigns involved at the end in the last one, so I just keep the
Hmm.
Samoans in one side. I think it will be night one, but we'll
And
talk
also
about it.
keep the titles on two different nights.
And keep the title two different nights as well, because it's two different titles, so you have to be separately. And let's go to the big one of the big ones, which was the favor, the Punk, the Paul Heyman was owing CM Punk, which cleverly a fan put it out there literally days before and
Yeah.
just nailed it. But
Talk about
absolutely
deep dive. Yeah.
talking about someone that spent the time looking on the internet until he found the exact moment when the Paul Heyman said it, and then CM Punk replicated it on the spot there,
Yeah.
which he saw that, so he kind of gonna refresh his memory a little bit how it was the actual thing.
Yeah.
Um, but it was a lot of things happening here. Um, First of all, I think for me the one thing is strike the most in that moment is CM Punk's face when he hits Roman. Roman goes down. Punk goes next to Paul Heyman, and he's smiling, looking at Roman with that evil smile, like kind of like I know, like this is
I
like this,
told you. Yeah.
like yeah, but it was like he has something else planned. Like he didn't get this favor just to have Paul Heyman on his side. He has something else planned. Like he just needed this to happen this way for some reason. There's something I planned here. Like that's that evil laugh of like this is working the way I want it is absolutely insane. I love the little detail of it.
Well,
Um,
Punk laugh.
Punk, he just Punk like
Yeah.
next to Paul Heyman as soon as he said thank you, and Paul looking at Roman, Paul next to him, and like Punk and Paul looking at Roman. That smile, it just says so much from Punk. Like there's something else at play here. Um, and then we got Seth Rollins. What's your take on Seth Rollins on all these?
Uh-huh. Okay. Let me take a step back.
Let's take a step back.
The contract signing. All right. Those tears from CM Punk were legitimate tears. That
Yeah,
was
100%.
shoot. That was shoot. Because I've just finished watching the official CM Punk documentary on YouTube, and mate, that story is phenomenal. And those tears were real. CM Punk's
100%.
story is phenomenal. If you haven't watched it, not the one I sent you the link, that was an unofficial one. Watch the official one, the one that talks about when he fractured his skull and how he got over that without any medication. It's mate,
Yeah.
the guy's an absolute legend.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Now, the favor when he said it, as you said, we'd all seen that old footage. And but when he said it, it's like, well, that's the most fucking obvious thing. Like, surely why didn't we were all overthinking it?
Yeah.
We all overthought it. And that was the most obvious thing. And Paul Heyman was always going to say yes,
Yeah.
especially given the way Roman sold it. Like, he's not going to say yes. They just say
Yeah.
no to him, but be nice about it. And again, Roman's face tells him a million stories. But, and I will get to the Seth Rollins things, the Seth Rollins thing. That's fucking hard to say. The Seth Rollins thing. But let's go back. Let's go back, way back.
How back?
Back when Paul Heyman became the wise man of one Brock Lesnar. Who did he turn on to
Oh, yeah, I
become?
remember that.
Who did he turn on? His
Yep.
best friend in life, CM Punk.
Yep.
I think that's going to happen again. And I think that's going to happen with Seth Rollins. It might not happen at WrestleMania, but I think it's going to happen after that.
Well, what do you think? That Paul is going to turn
Because
into Roman?
Seth Rollins is he's become kind of like he's in the background. He's in the forefront, but in the background. If you know what I mean.
Yep.
Because everyone's focused on Roman Reigns and CM Punk and the fact that Paul Heyman, the genius that he is, like they're fighting over him. Like I saw a meme the other day. It's like going to be a custody of Paul Heyman match. Um,
Yeah.
so But Seth Rollins is hanging around, man. Seth Rollins, he's the architect. He's the revolutionary. He's the visionary.
Yes.
So don't put anything past Seth Rollins,
Oh no, 100% not.
and don't put anything past Paul Heyman turning on Punk again. Because when he became the wise man for Roman Reigns, who did he turn on?
Yeah,
Brock Lesnar.
exactly.
And who cost Roman Reigns his title at WrestleMania 40? Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
Because he chose to attack Seth Rollins dressed up in the Shield with the chair rather than go for the pin on Cody Rhodes.
yeah.
So Seth Rollins is pivotal in this storyline. I'm not saying it's going to happen at WrestleMania, but it will happen. Paul Heyman will turn on CM Punk and will team up with Seth Rollins.
Look, on that night, I was 100% on board on that until, like I said to you, the moment he says thank you to Paul Heyman and he's looking at Roman Reigns and laughing really evil next to Paul Heyman. For me, like, for me, Punk knows. He remembers. Paul turned on him once. He could definitely do it again. So he's not trusting him. He's just doing this to aggravate Roman Reigns. That's it. He doesn't care.
Maybe. Mm.
He's gonna have Paul Heyman going with him, but he's well aware that like he knows he's not doing it because he wants Paul Heyman next to him. He just wants it to aggravate Roman. That's it. Like I said, I think he has something else in mind. It just this is one more thing, part of the list of Punk to do. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
Paul Heyman could turn. I seen Paul Heyman turning more on Roman Reigns. He hasn't turned in Roman Reigns.
No,
He hasn't
not yet.
turned. He hasn't turned on Roman
Well,
Reigns.
he's betrayed him. He's just betrayed him. And
He
Roman's
hasn't
got a history of
betrayed
people
him.
betraying him.
But that's the thing. He
He
hasn't
has.
betrayed him.
He has. He has. He's chose Punk.
No,
He's
no,
going to go with Punk at WrestleMania. That's betrayal to Roman.
but but Roman really knew from before why. Like that's the
That's
whole favor.
betrayal.
What was the
That's a
whole favor?
betrayal.
You don't touch Punk, but he did say don't touch Punk. And what did Roman Reigns did? He touched Punk,
Yeah, eventually.
but he promised he would never. He was a promise to the wise man. He would never touch Punk. You know what I mean? And it's a
Paul
favor.
Heyman
He
just
knew it was a
betrayed
favor.
Roman Reigns. In Roman Reigns' eyes and in everyone's eyes, Paul Heyman just betrayed Roman Reigns.
In Roman Reigns' eyes, yeah, he betrayed, but he not actually did it. Like he didn't in the way that Paul Heyman does a betrayal. Now Paul Heyman does a betrayal. He lets you know he did betray you. At the moment,
That's
Paul
still a
Heyman,
betrayal.
yeah, no,
That's
but
like
Paul,
saying I'm gonna punch you in the face and then I punch you in the face. But I told you.
yeah, no. But
It still hurts.
what I'm getting at is like you used to do in the recap when every time
Mm.
Paul Heyman has betrayed someone, he's
Yeah.
done it right in the face,
Yeah.
looking at them, laughing, and going with the other person. Yeah.
Mm.
This time he wasn't. This time it was like I can't say no.
Well,
It
no,
was a promise.
didn't he hit Punk with a chair?
Who?
Didn't Paul Heyman hit Punk with a chair to betray him? To go with Brock?
But that's what I'm saying. No, I'm talking about now.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. Like he just said to Roman, I cannot say no. I did promise him. Like it
Yeah.
was a promise from a while ago.
Mm.
And Paul Heyman keep his promises. So he's like, I can't say no to him because it's a promise.
Yeah, I see your point.
You know
I
what I
see your
mean?
point. But in Roman's eyes, it's a betrayal.
In Roman Reigns' eyes, it's a betrayal, which Paul Heyman is not really betraying him. He's just keeping a promise
Yeah.
that he's done a long time to Punk, which he knew will come back at some point. He was hoping he wasn't at this moment.
Mm.
That's why he was saying no, no, no. But the other thing, part of the signing, when there was the signing happening, what was the one thing Paul Heyman was saying to Punk as Punk was talking? I was like, as Roman Reigns was talking to Punk.
He was saying it's in there.
No, no, no.
It's
You
in there.
remember what he like the words he was when Roman was like, acknowledge me as your
Yeah.
tribal
And
chief.
he's like, don't.
Paul Heyman was like,
Yeah.
don't do it, please, don't do it, don't do it,
Do
don't
it.
do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's something else at play. Like I said,
Maybe.
yeah, there's a betrayal there. Yeah, not really. It's a promise we kept from a long time ago,
Mm.
which Roman Reigns probably didn't know about it, but it was a promise, no less. But if he's gonna betray Roman Reigns, it's gonna be right on his face, and he will look at
What
his
about
eyes. And
I just thought of something because the favor is that he walked down the aisle with him as he main
yeah,
events WrestleMania. But there's nothing about walking back up the aisle.
but look, the thing,
Maybe I'm just fucking overbooking it. I'm
Punk
going to stick
said
with my original Seth Rollins story.
Punk said he's gonna stay on my ring, in my side.
Mm.
He's gonna be on my side during the match.
Okay, yep,
That's it.
yep, fair
That's what he
point.
said to him.
Yep.
Going up and down the matter. Punk just gonna go down with him and being on his side as he's in the main event of WrestleMania. Punk doesn't care if he wins. That's the other thing. You gotta remember.
Mm.
Punk doesn't care if he wins the
He
main
just
event.
wants the main event.
He just wants to
Mm.
be in the main event.
Mm. Mm.
Him being in the main event, that's it. He doesn't care if he wins. Who's the only person that cares about winning this match?
Roman Reigns.
Exactly. Seth
Mm.
Rollins and Punk don't give a fuck about winning.
Mm.
They just want to beat the shit out of each other.
Beat the shit out. Yes, that's
That's
exactly
all
right.
that they care about. The only
Mm.
person fixated on winning and winning and winning is Roman Reigns. So Roman Reigns is blocked with all this,
Yeah.
while these other two are playing chess, while Roman Reigns playing checkers.
Checkers. Yeah.
You know what
No,
I
the other
mean?
way around. The other two are playing checkers while Roman Reigns playing chess.
At this moment, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Roman
Yeah.
is not
Okay.
playing. It's not if Roman is too emotional at the moment. If you realize all his decisions been really emotional.
Mm.
Before it was the tribal chief, there was no emotional about it. It was all logical. It was all
He's got no
strategic.
tribe anymore. Got no tribe.
Exactly.
He's a chief without no tribe.
So it's all emotions.
Mm.
His emotions are taking the best out of him. They cost him the title. They cost him matches. They cost him betraying the what he said to um what's it called. They cost the match to Seth Rollins.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It just his emotions are getting the best out of him at the moment. So he's not being logical anymore. So for me, he's playing checkers. He's not actually playing chess anymore. The only ones who are playing
Yeah.
chess here at the moment is Punk and Seth Rollins. They're just playing him around. They're
Yeah, I
playing
get
with
you.
his emotions. You
Mm.
know what I mean? So I think something else are playing here, which I do believe at one point, yes, will happen. Seth Rollins will go with Punk, or sorry, with Paul Heyman, because he's the architect now. So the architect will
Mm.
have someone to help him out with it. Because the architect before had someone helping him out.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be that, which would be a great help to Seth Rollins at the moment. Um, but yeah, that it just that much is gonna have. It's gonna a lot of big happening that night.
Oh yeah.
A lot that first night. That the first night is gonna be a lot happening, and the end is gonna be really out of. We're not gonna expect anything, and we're just gonna see an ending that we're just gonna leave us all speechless.
Yeah, I know, man.
Something else
I'm
is gonna
so
happen.
pumped.
Oh
So
yeah,
pumped.
so good it's gonna be that thing. So from that craziness, we're gonna go to the next craziness with the Cena Cody promo. There's gonna be night two, the main event of the main event, which is the only main event. Is actually the main event, which is the last match that closes WrestleMania, which will be for the undisputed WWE title, Cody Rhodes against John Cena. Those freaking shots have been given to each other,
Oh,
man. Oh my god,
mate, those promos are just
so
like blurred
good.
lines, like bringing up AEW,
Oh
bringing
yeah,
up just everything, man. Just going brutal. Bringing like that line that he said, like I help billionaires build empires. You take money, you steal money from their kids. Like,
oh that
whoa,
was so good.
man,
Love the line.
wow, what a line! And just when Cody comes back and he's like, "Yeah, they never chanted you can't wrestle to me," and
Yeah,
when it's true, like it's true.
yeah.
Like everything they're saying is true, and they're going toe to toe. But please, John Cena, bring back the Reebok pumps. I don't know what the fuck these orthopedic sneakers that you're wearing are, man. But bring back the Reebok pumps, the black ones, man.
Yeah.
Please. Oh man. And what about you've got more dick in that promo than you have in those jorts? Like, man, come on, man. He
They're just
smashed him.
going at it like no tomorrow.
Two of the very best ever on the mic, going toe to toe, mate. I am very, very impressed by what I'm seeing. But out of everything that was said, the most noticeable thing for me is something that has not been said, something that has not been mentioned, a name that has not been mentioned at all. And I'm talking about The Rock. I'm talking about the final
I
boss.
was gonna say the final boss hasn't been
Zero,
around at all.
absolute zero mention of him. So did he really sell his soul to The Rock? Or did he just do what was best for John Cena and it just happened to coincide with what The Rock wanted?
like there, I think the Rock will come around at some point. Like it could
He's
be
got to
next
come back
week.
for WrestleMania. He's got to.
Yeah,
He's
like
in Hawaii at the moment. He's in
that.
Hawaii.
That the end of the match is what we're gonna see the Rock. There's gonna see the Rock at some point. Something this is gonna be the catalyst to something else happening.
We've got to see him before. We have to see him before WrestleMania.
Well, we only got one more SmackDown, two technically.
Two.
We got
Yeah.
two more SmackDown, so we have to see him this week and
Two
next
more
week.
SmackDowns, one more Raw.
That's it, and we done. We got three shows to go before the big one. You
Hmm.
know, it's around the corner.
I know.
Um, it is insane. So look, The Rock will come at some point. The Rock hasn't said anything because The Rock doesn't need to. The Rock already did what he needs to do.
He's the final boss.
The final boss, play the cards, and just let it flow.
I
That's
can't even
it.
pick this. I can't even pick the end of this match. I don't even want to pick the end of this match because whatever we think, it's just not going. We don't even know. We
Like,
don't
look,
know. That's what.
for sure,
Given what happened last year, we
look,
don't know.
for sure, and this is the thing, for sure for me, we'll have John Cena win it. Like, it's going to have to be a heel win.
I
But,
thought that too, but that's too obvious. So I'm not sure anymore.
but, remember, anything can happen. The final boss can still put something in the table.
Mm.
I think this is when we're gonna see RKO coming in. Randy will come up here. It's either during the match or if John Cena wins it, we're gonna hear Randy Orton music hitting as John Cena is lifting that title.
Like I said, man, I'm not even guessing. I just don't know. It's way above my head, and I love it, man. I just love the fact that wrestling is just you can't predict it.
Yeah, you can't predict at the moment. It's just too much.
Does it?
But look, John Cena has to win a heel. He has to. He can't lose that match. Like he has,
He's got to win the title. He
he has
has
to
to
win the
win the
title.
title. He has to. I don't know whether it's going to be. I was convinced it was going to be at WrestleMania, but I'm just not so sure now.
As a heel, I think he will, because we don't see Cody turning heel at any point. Like who's
No,
gonna
he's not going
what?
to turn heel.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Who's
But why?
gonna betray John
But why
Cena?
can't? But why can't John Cena win it at SummerSlam and then turn face again right before he retires? Turn face on the last night he retires.
Because he said he will win the title and retire.
Yeah, but he's doing. He also said he's got this John Cena farewell tour that's going to last the whole year.
Yeah, but but things can change. He sold his soul.
Has he? I
Anything.
don't think he has.
He did stay with the final boss.
No, he didn't. He did something that was in line with what the final boss wanted, but he did it for John Cena.
Yeah, he probably did it for John Cena. But who's the bigger boss here? Who's the bigger player?
Yeah, the final boss is the
The
final
final
boss.
boss. So the
But I
final
don't think he
boss,
sold his soul to him. Everyone thinks that, but I just don't think it's that obvious.
he probably didn't. He didn't say it, so we don't know. But yeah, we're
And
still
in
like,
fact, I wouldn't be surprised if John Cena turns on The Rock to say, "Now, fuck you too." You know,
and then we see like Rock and Cena. Oh, oh, and the final boss winning the title. Oh, wow, that'll be massive. Like I would see John Cena. Look, if John Cena wins and then he turns into Rock and Cena at SummerSlam, what a match! What a match! Rock and Cena retiring. Oh, that'll be great. That'll be a great match. But yeah, look, too much happened in this match. They're just gonna have to enjoy it and be surprised every single shit that happened during the match. That's it.
mm.
And we still got two more SmackDown to go, one more Raw, so a lot of things can be said and done during that time. So let's go to the card. Let's go to what we know already the match is gonna be. So we
Yeah.
already talk about different strategy, Charlotte Flair, Gunther, and Jey Uso.
But we didn't
Now,
say who's going to win. We didn't say who's going to win that match.
oh, different strategies. Come on,
Yeah, agree. Agree.
Gunther and Jey. Look, Jey, like it's like
It's got to be Jay.
it has to be Jey. Like just
It's
they
got to be
hyped it
Jay.
up too much. Like now
Yeah.
they bring it up the fire too much. Like I said before, if we were to continue the way it was going, that's what I said. Look, I don't think Jay's gonna win it. But now the way they did it is just for Jay to win it. Like if he doesn't win it, what was the whole point?
Yeah.
Like this is pretty
Correct.
stupid.
Correct. Correct.
We got a triple threat match which was signed today, which is Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley. Look, I think Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley are too fixated to each other, and Io Sky will retain the title.
You think?
Yeah. Like Bianca Belair and
I
Rhea
think
Ripley, they've been talking to each other the whole time. They're not even acknowledging Io Sky, which has been them two going at each other in every single turn. So it's gonna be them fixating in each other in a triple threat instead of thinking or looking after Io Sky. So Io Sky will have the chance to easily pin any of them at any point because they're gonna be hard into each other the whole match, and that's the way they've been working it out. They're working out that feud.
I I think our girl Rhea Ripley's gonna get her title back at WrestleMania.
I would love
Uh,
to, but I think it's Io Sky.
okay,
I
I'll
would
be
I
happy
wouldn't
with
take
it. Sky, but I
I
just
wouldn't take the title from Io Sky. Like she's doing really good, and the way they've been, like I said, the way they've been building all this
yeah,
around
yeah, yeah. I
is for a
get you.
feud between Bianca and Rhea Ripley,
Yeah,
which is gonna continue going. Um, and yeah, don't not and just acknowledging, finally acknowledging the Io Sky is the champion. You know, and they're gonna keep blaming each other because of it, and they're gonna keep going on and on and on.
yeah.
But
Oh, I think Rhea's gonna get it. I think Rhea's time again.
yeah, I love
I
Rhea.
don't think I don't
Like
think
I said,
Rhea should have lost it at Raw the way she did
oh, me neither.
on Raw. Sorry, yeah.
That was
But
stupid. But now it would be
I
really
think
stupid to take out of Isco like so soon.
mm,
So you kind of like you're doing a double stupid stuff for no reason. But we'll see. AJ Styles, Logan Paul. I would be really surprised if AJ Styles loses. I think just AJ
it
has
is
to
Logan
win.
Paul, but
That's it. That's the only thing that scares the shit out of me.
heel victory, mate. Heel victory.
I just hope AJ Styles wins. He hasn't won in a while. He's been building it up.
Oh, mate, I hope he wins too. But you know the reality of it is
Yeah, numbers and money.
money.
Yeah. So look, I'll say AJ Styles, but in the back of my mind, I know Logan Paul is right there. LA Knight and Jacob Fatu for the
Fuck.
United States Championship. I think Fatu's gonna take it.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I think Solo Sikoa is going to cost him the title. I think LA Knight's going to retain, but Solo Sikoa is going to cost
Oh, okay.
Jacob Fatu the title, and then we go into Backlash Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa.
I like the idea. I wouldn't mind. Look, I'll keep saying Jacob, but if I see Solo coming, we know. But I'll stick with Jacob Fatu because they're building him a lot. You know, even though
Yeah, yeah.
again for the same reason that EOS guy just won the title, Elena just got the title back. It'll be stupid to take it away from him. So
It
kind of
was
the
stupid
same
to take it
logic.
away from him the first time,
Exactly. So what we'll do is stupid, double stupid. The same with EOS guy. We'll
and then
do a double
completely
stupid.
wasted with putting Shinsuke on a not so good run.
Yeah. So like, look, if we're looking at it that way, Elena should retain,
Yeah.
and yeah, what you're saying is makes a lot of sense. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez against the winners of the Gauntlet match. Oh no, I guess the Gauntlet. Yeah, I guess the winners of the Gauntlet match,
Yeah.
which he will have next week. Look, out of everyone is there in the Gauntlet match, I don't see anyone winning against Liv and Raquel.
Who's in the Gauntlet match? I can't remember.
The security detail for Chelsea
Yeah,
Green,
her service. Yeah, secret service, whatever. Yeah.
Taya Valkyrie and Bailey,
Yeah.
and
Not even a team. Yeah.
Maxine Dupree with oh, Natalie.
Okay.
Natalia.
So I think the winners will be Lyra Valkyrie and Bailey. And I think Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez will retain at WrestleMania. You
Oh
can't
yeah,
have Lyra
definitely.
Valkyrie being the Intercontinental Champion and the Tag Team Champion. That makes no sense.
Especially because they've been going with Bailey at it, and they went at it today for the title. So it's kind of stupid that
Mm.
they will win after. Like it just makes no sense. So now, yeah, Liv and Raquel will retain easily in this match. Jay Cargill and Naomi. I think Jay Cargill is gonna win.
I think so too.
It's gonna be a short and simple match. It's not gonna go for long.
I'm liking the build up to it. I really am.
Yeah,
But I
they're
think
building it pretty well.
Jade Cargill's gonna win.
Yeah, same thing. I think Jay Cargill is gonna win. Nah, I don't see anything else going this way. The one that I think is gonna open night two is the next match, which is Braun Breaker, Penta, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio in a fatal four-way for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Holy shit, this is gonna be a great match.
Great match. Great match.
In a fatal four-way, man, it's gonna be absolutely insane.
Yeah. I didn't watch Raw, but when I read it on socials that this match was made official, I was so happy. It's going to be a great match. Something's going to happen. Something's going to happen between Dom and Finn. I personally think
There's no
Penta.
disqualification.
Oh, isn't there?
No, it's a fatal four-way.
So,
There's no disqualification for the four-way.
look,
Pin or submission.
I'll give you two answers. Who I want to win and who I think will win.
Yeah.
I want Penta to win
Same.
but I think Dom will win.
Would you imagine?
Hmm.
Because yeah, it could be because everyone's gonna go at each other. Dominic Mysterio can take advantage of it and win the
He's going to
fucking
take
title.
advantage of someone else, make getting the better of Braun Breaker, maybe even Finn Balor. He's going to take it off Finn Balor.
And that will break up the Judgment Day.
Finn Balor, okay, I just thought of it. Finn Balor is going for the stomp off the top rope to finish. Dominic Mysterio is holding down Braun Breaker. Before Finn Balor has the time to jump off the rope, Dominic jumps on Braun Breaker. 1, 2, 3, boom. And Finn's like, what the fuck? Looking at him from the top rope. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that could be. Look, I like that finish. I like
Mm.
Dominic winning it. He's the most stupid champion ever, but fuck, it'll
He's
make
earned it,
sense to
man.
me.
He's earned it.
He earns 100%. He's done a great
I'm not
job.
saying it'll be a long run, but I think he's going to win.
No, it won't be a long run. And they've been building up Dominic and Penta as well. So we got a few builds up in there of Finn against Dominic as well. So all of them can go against Dominic. So it makes a lot of sense because he has a build up with all of them. And he
I
has to
think it's
break.
too early for Penta.
Yeah, no, that's too early. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. But it will break up the if it does happen, it will break up the Judgment Day, definitely.
Yeah, but Finn's been out of favor with Judgment Day for a while now.
But this will be definitely like kind of
They won't
like
break him
say
up. It'll mean Finn goes, and then they can bring another member in that he wanted to bring in, and that can be Karrion Cross.
that could be Karen Cross or be could be Alistair Black as well.
Could be Alistair Black.
Could be Alistair Black, which has been the number 4 the whole time.
Mm. Mm.
Which is that's number 4. How many is in the Judgment Day?
Depends who you ask.
Well, technically you got 4 men. That'll be the
You
fourth
got
one.
JD McDonough, Carlito, Dom, and Finn.
There you go. So JD McDonald, but JD McDonald will go with Finn. So you
Yeah.
only got Carlitos and well,
Do you
we
think
don't
is
know.
JD going to be back for WrestleMania? Or nah, nah.
He'll be
He's
back
still in.
soon, apparently, but not be back for WrestleMania unless
Uh,
he's back during this Fatal 4-Way and
not
helps out.
win, but like, yeah, that's what I mean. He might get involved.
He might get involved, try to help Finn Balor, and then, like I said, probably Dominic will win it, like you said. Makes some sense. And then we got this match, which is gonna be hilarious. It's a Rey Mysterio's Grand Americano,
Not
which
Chad Gable.
I really hate the fact they're bringing this character right now when we got all these great mass wrestlers coming into WWE. I
Mm.
don't know if it's the old WWE way of making fun of mass wrestlers again,
But
which
why? It's not in their. It's not in their interest to do that now.
but I know exactly. So why would you do this?
All right. Well, trust the product, man. Trust the product.
I know, but it's just I find it really stupid the way they did it. Like it's just a Grand Americano. Like we know it's Chad Gable. The only
What if
thing
it's not? What if it's not?
with the physique and everything will be really weird,
I know.
man.
I know. What if
That'll
they
be
pull a double? What if they pull a double Dave Hebner? Like he's got a
who
twin brother.
who it be? Like it'll be so weird. The only good thing about this would be the Grand Americano losing the mask and finally revealing, oh, it's been Chad Gable. I think
Mm.
they can't
Yeah.
run with the Grand Americano for that long. They gotta
Nah.
cut it soon. They gotta cut it soon. Cutting it
Yeah.
at WrestleMania will be perfect because there'll be a great revealing, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, we always knew," and whatever, and just make a big fun out of it. And it'll be a good mid match, you know. That
Yeah.
match is kind
Yeah.
of relaxes you, makes you laugh,
Yeah.
whatever, before the fucking adrenaline kicks in again.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just stupid match to happen. But then we got the 9 total. We got 11 matches so far. 11 matches, which will be divided in 2 nights. So I think we're missing one more match to make it 6 a night. If you're gonna make it even, they could go
Yeah.
just like that as it is at the moment, which it makes a lot of. It'll be perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they bring one more match, we'll have 6 matches per night. With a few of these matches gonna be not run for long. They're gonna be run for like a short period of time, of course. Because we got 1, 2, 3 single matches. We're missing one more to make a. It could be like a celebrity match, in between.
I
But
think there'll be more matches. I think the Viking Raiders would have to defend their titles, and I think Street Profits will have to defend their titles as well. So
they
you
don't need
can.
to. There's no build up. There's nothing into it. It's already like these matches are so good. They need time. Why?
Aren't we
Why?
getting? When are we getting Motor City Machine Guns versus Street Profits? When's that happening?
It's happening now in SmackDown.
Okay.
Yeah, no, no. Look, I don't think that any of these tag team matches they're worthy of going into WrestleMania at the moment.
We're still
Nothing.
missing a triple threat tag match,
Which one?
which usually happens at WrestleMania.
Which one?
We don't have a triple threat tag match. So
Oh,
why
we don't
can't we
have
have
one.
Street Profits, DIY, and Motor City Machine Guns?
We could look, like I
Mm.
said, I don't mind. Just like the car is so stuck with matches that they need time to be for things to happen. That
I,
just,
I'd love to see Viking Raiders, sorry, War Raiders at WrestleMania.
yeah,
But please
definitely.
don't put them in a match with Pretty Deadly. Like, come on.
I don't know. Just they gotta build up a bit more. Like the tag team division has
Mm.
been building up a lot, which is pretty good.
Mm.
But they need to get like good stories. It's just like since Edge and Christian, the Dudley Boys, the
Yeah.
the, the Hardy Boys. Since those days we haven't had a good build up of tag teams. Back
Yeah.
then when they were there, it was a build up. They were like you were looking for those tag team matches could be main event of WrestleMania. Like it was so
Oh, yeah.
good. They just like it was a build up of it. Like they were giving shit to each other. They were getting a lot of TV time because it was so good. And
Yeah.
since then it hasn't been happening at all.
And I'd also love to see our boy Grayson Waller representing Australia at WrestleMania again, man. But I don't know if that's going to happen. Even a Grayson Waller effect, I'd love to see that.
Oh, that'll be nice as well, yeah.
Mm.
Grayson Waller, another Aussie
Mm.
in there. Yeah, the Aussie is gonna be just one Aussie this time. We're gonna have in there, to be
Rhea
honest.
Ripley.
We got
Mm.
Ripley too. Fucking hell, the Aussies are getting quiet a little bit, but they're gonna come back somehow. I think next year,
Well,
like after
Bronson's
WrestleMania.
injured, but he'll be
Huh?
back soon.
Good.
Bronson's injured, but he'll be back soon.
And when he come back, then he's gonna come back.
Mm.
We got
Yeah.
Bronson
He
going
was on a
against
massive
Fatu.
push when he got injured.
Bronson, Fatu, and the big
Brandon.
SOB.
Yeah.
Which all of them they're gonna go into each other. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be crazy. So that's WrestleMania so far, man. That's what we got so far to this day. We still got, like I said, two more SmackDown, one more Raw to go. We'll have probably more matches, if anything, probably. If not, the way it is still good.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, definitely there'll be more matches. There has to be.
Make it like 3 hour night.
Yeah.
Ooh, 6 hours in total. That's a lot.
Right. Well, the second night's probably going to go for 4 hours.
Yeah, true. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But there's a lot is gonna be happening there. So we'll wait. And that's it. We're getting to the end of this episode. Much better. I like it. We dissected a lot. 8 points to go. Fuck, that
There was
was a
a
lot.
lot to go through, man. There was a lot
A
to
lot
go
to,
through, and we did it.
like every time we take a break, it's like we gotta come back with a lot of shit to talk about. It. Like we take a break, we can't take a break. It's like fuck. It's a million things. Anything to say before we go in?
No, man, just keep watching the product, keep downloading these episodes, keep smashing that like button, and just follow us everywhere, man. And we really appreciate it. Like I said, we do this because we love the sport of professional wrestling, and we're just here talking wrestling every week when we can, or every 2 weeks when we can, and just giving you what we think and what we feel might happen, fantasy booking, and just two old mates talking wrestling.
That's enjoying wrestling because no one else wants to listen to us. That's the truth out of all of them. Can't really say wrestling
Our
whatever.
wives are bored of listening to us talk about wrestling,
That's
so we
it.
talk about it here.
I'm trying to get my kids. They're still not getting it. So
I'm trying to, Mum. My son's slowly
he's
coming
young,
around.
so you got time. I didn't have time for
Yeah,
these two.
yeah,
My kids already like in high school, so I'm like fucked.
yeah.
So if they don't get now, they're not gonna get into it. So what can I do? But anything else, like I must say, follow us in all the social media. We Instagram, we on YouTube. We're always putting up the recordings on YouTube. Putting in Spotify, so you guys can listen to us. Put some sharing us, put a like, put a comment if you want to. This the boy, blah, blah, blah. Got tongue tied. The the voice
The
of
voice of
violence mask.
violence.
The voice of violence mask. My name is Rod. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.